My name is Kamila Pritchett, and this is Storytime in Color, presented by the Black Archives as a part of our Safer at Home virtual series. And today, for the opening book, I am going to be reading from the Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History book by Vashti Harrison. Our guest reader's book ties in with this person that I'm going to read about. So, since I hadn't covered her yet, the person who I am going to profile today is Dr. Mae Jemison. And that is her picture. And Dr. Mae Jemison is an engineer, physician, and astronaut. As a child, Mae loved to read, especially books about science and astronomy. By the time she was in kindergarten, she knew she wanted to become a scientist. This, however, did not keep her from other passions. Mae also wanted to be a dancer, and throughout her youth, she studied every type of dance. In college in the 1970s, Mae double majored in chemical engineering and African American studies. When she learned about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., she saw his work as a call to action to help people, so after graduating, she decided to become a doctor. She joined the Peace Corps in 1983 and traveled to West Africa on a 2-year program to provide medical assistance to those in need. After returning, she saw major changes taking place at NASA. In 1983, for example, Sally Ride became the first American woman in space. Mae had always imagined herself in space, but was hesitant to pursue that dream. But it was seeing the actress Nichelle Nichols play Lieutenant Uhura in the TV show Star Trek that finally inspired her to apply to the space program. In 1987, Mae became the first Black woman in the astronaut training program, and a few years later, she flew into orbit as the first African American woman in space. Mae still wanted to have a direct impact on people, so she left NASA in 1993 and created her own company, the Jemison Group, which researches ways technology can help people in their daily lives. She also started the Dorothy Jemison Foundation for Excellence, which in 1994 launched The Earth We Share, a science camp for children. So here she is again, Mae Jemison, and you're going to hear some more about her from our guest reader. But before I bring on our guest reader, I just want to say good morning to my nephew Robbie, who just joined us, and good morning to Lyric and Zariah, who also just joined us. Thank you for joining. So our special guest today is Miss Connie Kinnard. She is the Vice President for Multicultural Tourism and Development with the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. And I'm going to add her on, and she will tell us all about the book that she'll be reading today. 1 minute. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. So happy to be here. I'm excited.
I'm excited to see you. I haven't seen you during this whole quarantine.
Yeah. I know. It's like we see each other all the time. I would come over there for something or what, and then, but it's all good. We see each other this way.
Exactly, exactly. So after you read your book, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what you do. But I do want everybody to know that, so today there is a triple connection with Mae Jemison because all three of us are sorority members of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. So I had not read your profile, and when you have the book you were reading, I thought that it would be give a little bit more background as well. So tell us the name of the book and go go ahead and get started when you're ready.
Okay, very good. So, the name of the book, and thanks for that overview, is right on time. The name of this book is Mae Among the Stars. Mae Among the Stars. And this book was inspired by Mae Jemison, who was the first woman, as Kamila read, to go into space in 1987. And she was with Space Shuttle Endeavour, is what it's called, Space Shuttle Endeavour. So Mae Among the Stars. Little Mae was a dreamer. They say that daydreamers never succeed, but little Mae was different. See her there? One day, Mae was working on an assignment for school about what she wanted to be when she grew up. What will you tell them, Mae? I'll tell them that I want to see Earth. This is Earth, Mae, her mother said. The flowers, the grass, the forest, and the mountains, we live on Earth. I know, but I want to see Earth from out there. That's what Mae said. That's an amazing plan, little Mae. Then you have to become an astronaut. The way you can see Earth from space. Astronaut? Do you think I could do that? Says Mae. Of course you can. If you can dream it, if you believe it, and you work hard for it, anything is possible. And we know that to be true. Mae asked her mom to take her to the library. She searched for books about space and astronauts. After dinner, Mae drew pictures of space, and she even made her own astronaut costume out of orange curtains and cardboard boxes. Later, she asked her dad, "But how do I become an astronaut? It seems impossible." Her father said, "You'll find a way, Mae, because if you dream it, you believe it, and you work hard for it, anything is possible." But space is so far away. It's closer than you think, little Mae, said her dad, and you may get there sooner than you think. She's looking through a telescope. That night, Mae had a happy dream. She was dancing in space, surrounded by billions of sparkling stars. Below her, she could see Earth, floating and turning like a shining crystal ball. This was her dream. The next morning, Mae told her parents about the dream. She wanted to tell everyone, and every time she talked about it, her eyes would light up. She was so excited. In the classroom, Miss Bell told everyone to stand in a line on the rug. Miss Bell was her teacher. Today, we are all going to share our dreams about the future. What do you want to be, and what do you want to do when you grow up? Who wants to go first? One said, "I want to be a firefighter." Another one said, "I want to be a teacher." Another one said, "I want to be a football player." Another one said, "I want to be a mom." And the last person here said, and guess who that was? She said, I want to go to space. I want to be an astronaut. He's a teacher. All the kids started laughing. Miss Bell, her teacher, asked, Mae, are you sure you don't want to be a nurse? Nursing would be a good profession for someone like you. A nurse is a great profession, but Mae just wanted to be an astronaut. Mae felt very disappointed on her way home from school. Mae was quiet. She looked out of the car window. Her world turned blue and cold. Nothing was the way it used to be. She got a little discouraged, I think. At home, Mae started crying. Miss Bell said, I can't become an astronaut. What a silly thing to say, her mother said. She told me I should be something else instead, said Mae. Her mom wiped away her tears. My Mae dear, I hope you didn't believe her. Of course I believed her. She's my teacher. I'm sorry Miss Bell didn't encourage you, but she can't stop you. No one can stop you. Follow your dream, Mae, and go to space. Thank you, Mom. I promise when I get to space, I will wave at you and Dad from the spaceship. Her mom took her hand and they started dancing. You must always repeat to yourself, if I can dream it, if I can believe in it, and if I work hard for it, anything is possible. Mae went on dreaming, believing, and working really hard. And guess what? She went to space and waved to her mom and dad on Earth. The end. Thank you.
All right. And one more time for the kids. If you can dream it,
If you can
believe it, and if you work hard for it,
work hard for it.
Possible.
That's right. That's right.
That's a great message. That's a great message. So what made you decide to select that book?
Well, you know, we're in a time where we know all things are possible. Anything is possible. We know that. We've had, of course, a Black president. We had great movers and shakers over the years, but it's a time, it's a woman. It's a woman doing something that's traditionally, I think people immediately think more of a man's role, per se. And I think it's just a great time to encourage our youth, whether they're little girls or little boys, that they can really be anything that they want to be. They don't have to stay in the box of what the world perceives them to be. As you see, she broke a barrier as being the first Black woman astronauts. And there are not a lot of women astronauts, so that's a big thing. So I just, you know, and the fact that she was a Sarah, to be honest with you, I think I had forgotten she was a Sarah. So that's even better. Proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
So thank you so much. And now tell us a little bit about what you do at the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau. Besides, I mean, you guys, as I mentioned, when I posted about, you know, you coming on, you know, you all have been very supportive of the Black Archives, along with many other organizations in Miami, helping us to, you know, get exposed, visiting to people who live So tell us a little bit about, what you do and what the organization as a whole does for the community.
Sure, sure. Well, it's funny because this book actually is about travel in a way. It's travels to space. And so I'm in the travel in tourism industry. And overall, we work to elevate, promote Miami so people will want to come here and visit and enjoy everything that Miami has to offer. So, in particular, one of the things that my team works on is to making sure that people know about our heritage and our multicultural heritage, knows about our neighborhoods in Miami-Dade and just all the things that really, truly, honestly make up Miami in addition to the beach. And so we're on a mission to make sure that from a tourism platform, we are telling the whole story of Miami and hoping and encouraging our visitors when they come to kind of get out and expand and go to the beach. But there's so much more, and so we're trying to really share that more and more.
Yeah, we really appreciate everything that you're doing. Always working for all communities, making sure that you're highlighting what we have going on and always supporting what we have going on. So we really appreciate you. And I thank you for taking on a Saturday morning to read to the kiddos.
Thank you. I forgot to say this book was written by a Black author as well, Roda Ahmed, and the artist Stasia Burrington here. So if you see, so that was good. So the focus was, and the author was a Black author. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so much. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Happy Saturday. Happy day to everybody. Thank you. And I thank you for your support, Tim Barber, Dr. Fields, all of the folks in the team with the Black Archives. You're doing great things. I've been a part of some of your series. I happen to love the midweek series the Jeopardy, love that.
Say that.
Yeah, there's a couple of questions that I think I got right that I need to talk to Tim about, but I'll let that go right now.
In dispute.
Dispute. I think there's some disputes. So you all are doing a great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And thank you for joining us today. You have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
All right, guys. That's our show for today. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We will be back on Monday with Is It True? Tales from the Magic City with our archivist, Jocelyn Hurtado. And then every